Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Big Blues Explorations. And today you join me from Hakuba, Happo-one, which is one of the central resorts of Hakuba Valley, made up of 10 resorts in total. When I was there, unfortunately, the big snowstorm that had come about 3 weeks before had melted, and the lower slopes were looking quite bare. Most of this on this run is focused on the top part of the section, which was still had a good amount of snow, but was maybe not as good as one would expect at this time of year. There was lots of different areas, so there was some areas with moguls, with areas with longer sort of mellow runs, and then there was some steeper runs with trees and stuff like that, and more like shrubs higher up on the slope as well, making for a balanced experience for whichever sort of ability level that you had, from beginner through intermediate and some advanced skiers as well. But overall, my time at Hakuba Valley, the 4 days or 5 days of skiing I did have there, was very enjoyable, and it wasn't too busy, but there were some times where it was a bit busier. What I did find, as mentioned in the previous video, that there is a lot of snowboarders that come there, especially Australian ones who may have not had as much practice as Japanese or European visitors, meaning that there is some risk to be had, as I found out being knocked off my feet on the previous day with Iwataki ski resort. But overall, my experience in Hakuba was really good, and would recommend for family or adventurers. Just need to watch out when you go and hope you get a good dump of snow, because if you do, then it's all good, great. Otherwise, there's some more resorts, as the video's shown, that are a bit better for families, or a bit better for those on their own, depending on the conditions. But after that, I did make my way back towards my hotel before taking the train back to Tokyo the next day. So the train is about 5 and a bit hours from Tokyo. It takes you right into the centre, so instead of having to take a bus, which is an hour and a half, and then either another train and then another train, or taking a couple of buses from there, it takes you directly into Shinjuku, I think it was, and then you can change over to your line to Narita or to Haneda Airport, depending where you're departing from, making it a much more simple journey rather than taking slightly quicker, but again, much more changes, especially if you've got skis and lots of other luggage. Not necessarily the best when you're trying to make it an easy return to the airport. Like with many other Japanese resorts, there was plenty of accommodation available, from around 50 to 60 pounds a night for a hostely sort of accommodation, up to maybe 100 or so if there was 2 or 3 of you wanting to share chalet, and then anything a couple hundred above, depending on what you're looking for. But definitely good value if you do get in early and book. And there's quite a good amount of restaurants available from low to high end, and also food trucks in the centre of Happo-one, about 400 or 500 yards walk from the bus station. Food trucks, as well as other sorts of places that you could eat, depending on what you're looking for. But overall, great experience and well worth a visit to the Hakuba Valley, with good connections down and up, allowing you to visit multiple ski resorts in a couple of days or over the week that you're there. So thank you very much again, ladies and gentlemen, for watching another Big Blues Explorations, and please stay tuned for more in the coming weeks. And then looking towards the round the world trip coming up on the video in a few months' time, and then looking forward to the 26-27 ski season, which again will turn out to be an awesome adventure. So thanks again.